We're doing a little bit of a different format today. If you're watching this live, it looks a bit different. We're setting things up to make some changes, but if you're watching live on YouTube and LinkedIn and Facebook and all those places, a couple of reminders. First and foremost, we do our live session, not the recorded ones, but those watching live. We have a free giveaway. We're doing 3 right now, every 10 minutes, a free 15-minute consultation with myself by video to briefly discuss your case to see how, what kind of information I can provide to help you better understand your case. It's been a real success with the people that have joined of our listeners. It's been a real lovely time talking and getting to know you. Secondly, if you are interested in a marriage green card case, definitely check out the Ultimate Marriage Green Card Guide. You can visit www.marriageimmigrationlaw.com. Again, that's marriageimmigrationlaw.com, and download the Ultimate Marriage Green Card Guide. And it's a great help for you to be able to, learn the strategies and ideas, what goes on in a fiance or marriage case. And if you're not doing those particular kind of cases, there's a lot of information there that can help you. Having said that, let's get it started. All right, we got a lot more questions popping up. It's definitely me asked, what's the difference between a K3 and a K1 visa? So it's a big difference actually. Let's start with a K1 because that's first in order. A K1 visa is a fiance visa. This is a person who wants to, come to a U.S. citizen, has a fiance overseas, they're not married, they want to bring him over. That's a K1 visa. A K3 visa is when you're already married. You file an I-130 petition, a regular green card case, and then you file a form I-129F later on once you get the receipt for the I-130 case, and that's a request to adjudicate the case faster, to hurry it up. There's a lot more to it. I'm going to leave it at that, but there's only a handful of K3 visa cases approved each year, so it's very rarely done, so it's not something I expect, but it's something, sometimes a strategy, because recently if you do file the K3, it also speeds up the I-130 sometimes. These are anecdotally, we're seeing this kind of stuff, but for the most part, K1 is for fiancés, K3 is for spouse cases, and you want to try to make it faster. It usually doesn't work, but sometimes it does. Danielle asks, I have an alien registration number, and my case was denied once. Once I reapply for adjustment of status, can I use the same alien number on my form I-485, the application for the green card? Well, the thing is, you're really only supposed to have one alien number, so once you get assigned one, that stays with you and you have an alien file, so they keep all the paperwork related to immigration at one place and just continuously keep it there. Sometimes they make a mistake of assigning 2, they try to then fix that up and just choose one of those and put everything under there, and sometimes they'll give you an alien number that belongs to someone else, and then you gotta fix that. That's a nightmare. But for the most part, if you already have an alien number assigned to you, that's yours. You stick with that until you become a U.S. citizen, so go forward. Oluwaratomi asks, if you're an American citizen, how long can you stay outside the country for? There is no limitation as a U.S. citizen to be outside the United States. You could be forever. There's people that are born in the United States, the day after they're born, their parents take them out and they never come back to the United States. That's no problem. The bigger problem with being a U.S. citizen is that you're taxed on global income regardless of the fact of whether you live in the United States or not. So it's something some people don't know. If you're a U.S. citizen, you live in China, India, Russia, or anywhere in the world for 30 years, you're supposed to still be filing U.S. tax returns every year and paying taxes sometimes if it's appropriate. Talk with an accountant about that. But that's the bigger issue, declaring your foreign accounts to the U.S. Ambrose asks, hello John, am I required to live in the same city and state as my U.S. citizen petitioner's sister? I don't want to reside in the American mainland, but rather in one of his territories in the Caribbean. No, there's no requirement that you be living anywhere near your sister. I mean, your sister needs to be living in the United States when the time comes for the green card, 10 to 20 years after filing. Hey, you don't have to be living with your sister, not at all. Oluwari asks, can you file after 20 years for citizenship? The length of time you had a green card, other than the minimums of having it 3 or 5 years, I'll let you pass that point. It doesn't matter. It goes to other factors to see if you have problems with getting, arrest history, false claim to citizenship, paying taxes, being alcoholic, that kind of stuff you got to look at. May Cash Out says, can applicant go for medical report checkup outside the state of receipt notice was mailed? Yeah, when you're going to do your medical checkup, you can go to any doctor that's registered as a civil surgeon. You can find the civil surgeon's page on USCIS.gov. It has the addresses based on your zip codes. You can find it. It doesn't matter which doctor you go to as long as it's one of those doctors on that list. So that's about it. LA asks, I'm a DV lottery winner. It's diversity visa green card lottery winner. Congratulations. Inside the United States, can I apply for adjustment of status since my case is asylum pending? That's a tricky question. I've been getting a lot of phone calls in the last few days about this. One is if you just won the green card lottery, you can't file for adjustment of status until your case is current, which is not going to happen until the end of the year after. You have to maintain valid status until you file for adjustment of status. And if you only have an asylum pending claim, that's not status. However, there are arguments in some courts, and not every office will accept it, if you file for asylum when you had status and due to an affirmative asylum case with the asylum office, not with the court, and due to delays in the government, you're not getting interviewed, not getting approved, they could technically consider that status and get you in. It's a complex situation we got to talk about, but that's that. Oh, well, as my friend got married after her son's 18th birthday, can her citizen husband file for him? No, that's too late. Friends got married after her son turned 18. So your friend, the mom who got married, is going to get a green card. Once she has her green card, she could turn around and file for the son. Hopefully does it before he's 21, so it's getting the fast track. But for the stepfather to do it, they have to have been married before the age of 18. I'm trying to think, if you're born after, if your parents got married, your step-parent married your parent after the age of 18, the step-parent can no longer do an immediate relative petition. I can't remember exactly if they could do an F1 petition, preference category. Probably not, but I just want to get that disclaimer out there. So I have to look into the instruction for I-130 to remember. Amir asks, does premium processing apply to I-130? No, it doesn't. If you want to know what premium processing applies to, we're getting a lot of questions on this, just look up form I-907, and all the I-907, put it in Google, and it goes request for premium processing, and all the information for what it is right there. So let's check it out, read it for yourself, you'll have it. Amir says, can you travel after applying for citizenship? Yeah, you can generally travel. Citizenship, it doesn't have a requirement to stay in the US, but you still want to be cognizant of the abandonment kind of stuff. So you don't want to spend 5, 6, 7 months outside the United States, or you don't want to give up your life in the United States because that can be used against you, saying you're not continuously living in the United States. Until next Wednesday, thank you all. God bless. Be safe. We'll see you 5 p.m. Pacific time next Wednesday. I look forward to talking with all 3 raffle winners during a consultation. Everyone be safe. Bye-bye. I hope you enjoyed this educational video. We have a second channel with much more information as well at JQK Immigration Clips. Please check that out. Also, you'll find our social media site has a lot more videos, images, and information about the U.S. immigration process. Please check those out on the various social media websites.